Good morning. This is our webinar which devoted to WinSteel and WinAlloy software. And at the beginning, I wish to tell you about me and about my company, only some figures, maybe main figures, a few words, and about our products. Then I will show you our software WinSteel on your samples. And after this demonstration, I'll tell you how to test the software for free during a week, and we'll make our special offers for the participants of this webinar. So let's start. It's me. I'm Viktor Gudkov. I'm a Chief Executive Officer and one of the owners of MetalData.info company. I am a Doctor of Science of Metallurgy, graduated from Moscow Steel and Alloys Institute, and then I worked a teacher in this institute during more than 10 years. Then I worked in a research institute for technology of machinery, and this metallurgy and information on steel grades is it's my main experience, and I am working in this field during near 40 years. This is about our company MetalData.info. The business was founded 26 years ago in 1991, and collecting information on steel and non-ferrous grades of the different countries of the world is our main business. We collect this information, collect our database. Since this 26 years, our database rise in near 12 times, and we constantly track new standards and add new grades in our database, and these all data updates are available for our customers. And the second part of our field, if you are interested, if not, I will not tell about it. This is information about ranges of products of steel and non-ferrous mills of CIS. So this is ex-USSR, Russia, Ukraine, and other countries. And we collect this information. We have information about ranges of products, and with details, with references to standard steel grades, dimensions, and the software enables to find who can produce any kind of products you need. Here our main products. This WinSteel, this is international translator of steel grades. I will show this software today. WinAlloy is the same software with information on non-ferrous metals and alloys. Rust Steel, this is a product for domestic market, and this is contains information about Russian grades only. These two products, WinPlant Black and WinPlant Red, other products with information of steel black and non-ferrous red manufacturers. And our last product, Get Grade, this is a software which works with spectrometers. And this software is set up to read files with compositions which are created by spectrometers, that we take into account all settings of the spectrometers, of errors of measurement, and so on. And this file is read by our software, and then by this composition, the software will find you the grade designation. So I will show this algorithm today, because it is also realized in WinSteel and WinAlloy. Here are some words about WinSteel software. This is content of database. Now 275,000 grades or more, 50, 52 countries, and 9,400 standards are covered or references in the database. Information on each grade contains information on its composition, information on mechanical properties by different standards, and information about foreign equivalents in other countries. The Win Alloy software, this is software for non-ferrous metals, 170,000 alloys. And the difference that Win Alloy doesn't contain information about properties of the alloys, only compositions and foreign equivalents. Last year in July, we issued new versions, Win Steel 8 and Win Alloy 8. And this is some items about the differences from previous version. The software is adapted for Windows 10, but can work under Windows 7, under Windows 8, under Windows Vista, and under Windows XP. So no problem. Maybe I will not tell in details. You can read this information because maybe it will be very interesting for users of our previous versions. Only in brief, a few words. So it's maybe enough for introduction, and then I will show you the software. But the problem that when I show you software, I will not see the chat. So you can, if you have any questions, you can use chat to ask me. Periodically, I will stop and return to the chat, see answer to the questions, and then continue our presentation. Okay. So I maybe select. Yes, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grades. I think it's if I can show you all of them, but I am afraid that in this case the webinar will take not 2 hours but 3 or maybe 4 hours. So which grades I'm the most interested for you? From first or maybe any other? Because 316 and 304 is very famous grade. Okay, you think, but I am turn to presentations of the software. Here the main software window. I think that you see it. Please type in the chat because I need feedback. Okay, thank you. Maybe I'll start with 316 and show it to you. So this is main software window, and this window is appeared automatically when you run the software, or you can click this button to get this list of grades. It's possible to get several this list for maybe search for different grades. Before your sample, I will tell you about main principles, how to find a grade designation in the database. And for this, I will use another grade because these grades illustrate the main principles which we use very good. So In Russia, China, Bulgaria, we have the quality, most popular quality carbon grade with designation 10. And if we compare this grade with American grades, it will be AISI 1010. So to find a grade designations, we can use several ways. The most easiest is locator. This is the locator field. I just input the grade designations here, and the software will find us this grade designation 10 in this list of all steel grades. This is a very good way to find a grade you need, but if you use it, you have to know correct designations of steel grades. So the designations of steel grades which you input here should be the same as the designation of the grade in our database. So when we select or find this designation 10, this top right windows shows us possible variants. And we see that this grade with designation 10 is used not only in Russia, China, Bulgaria, but this grade is used in Europe and in different European countries. And if we compare, for example, if we highlight a Russian grade 10, we see this composition. So this is quality carbon grade such as AISI 1010. If we select the same for Chinese grade, highlight Chinese grade, we see that the composition is similar. The same is for Bulgarian and Poland, which used in their old standard, which used Russian designations. But for example, if we select European norms here, grade 10, and see the composition, we see that the composition, this is another grade. This is with high content of carbon. If we wish to get information about this standard, here this standard on fasteners. This is not quality grade, not quality carbon grade. This is the grade with the same designation, which is used for different application. For example, we can select Australia. In Australia, there is a grade with the same designation by Australian standard. If we highlight it, we see that the composition is different. It's not the Russian grade 10, and it is not the European grade 10. We see this high content of manganese, carbon, and so on. And if we see this list, we can find that the grade 10 is presented in UK also. This is without reference to any standard because this is any commercial grade. But if we highlight it, we see the composition that this is grade 10 is stainless grade. Stainless. So on this reason, they offer to do 2 steps to find a grade you need in our database. So as the first step, you find a grade designation here using locator or using another way. I will tell you about it later. Then the software will show you the possible variants, and you have to select country and select a standard. Because if, for example, we compare this grade 10 by different Chinese standard, it will be similar grades, but there will be some differences in compositions. Maybe in content of admixtures, maybe in content of boundaries of maximum or minimum of such elements and so on. So each string here is reference to unique composition. Here, for example, included in 6 standard. The grade by all this standard has the same composition. So we joined all these 6 standard to one string, and so on. So I think that you understand the main principles, and so you, at the first step, find a grade designation, and the second step, you select country and standard unit. And then you see information about this grade in this right bottom part of the screen. So I will return to the webinar room, and if you have any question, I will answer. And we start to see your samples. AISI 316L. Here. No, you know that this prefix of standard is not used. So we have to input 3, 1, 6, and then L. Here the grade. So to find this grade in this list, I should input 316, then space, and then L. If I don't input space, software, well, we'll find, but this is not the same AI, maybe similar grade, but not the same, because this is grade by international standard ISO, which is used as European and some nationality standard. So in such cases, if you can't find a grade you need, we advise to use the second type of search. This is a search by part of grade designation. The main idea of this search that only figures and letters are taken into consideration. So it's if you input 316L, the software will show you all possible variants, and this space is not taken into account. As such other symbols such as slashes, dots, commas, and so on. Only figures and letters. Only figures and letters. And now the software show you all the grades with this combination of figures and letters. All the grades have 316L and maybe some other symbols. Or maybe some STM standards, which these grades are included, and so on. And in this search mode, it is possible to replace the unknown symbol. It is very interesting in cases, for example, you read facts and don't understand what is the symbol. Maybe this is 2, maybe 7, or maybe that. In this case, replace the unknown symbol with a question sign. The question sign replaces one symbol. One this. And the software will show variants. So question, there's only one symbol, and here this symbol C, here is L, here maybe F, and any other symbols. And can use another symbol asterisk, this one, to replace a group of symbols. Group may have any quantity of symbols from 0 to 1, 2, 3, and 10, or more, and so on. So this types of search is useful when you don't find a grade designation, or you don't know the correct designation, and it is possible to find a grade by part of its name. I think that you understand this feature. But we return to example. This one. So this designation 31L 1 L is used not only, but where is, I'm sorry, but where is I don't see USA, but this one, South L, here we have. But this one, no, it is, I think it is not standard. Maybe we can try to by country, USA, and here. Okay, this one. I'm sorry. So without space. So when we select a grade we need, then it is possible to move this boundary between windows, and we have more space to see information about this steel grade. So this is composition of these steel grades. In this case, this is name of American Iron and Steel Institute. Properties is include different maybe ISTM standard or any other, and this is properties for by this standard. We to know this information, we have to extract the tree branch. Here is by ISTM A358 strips, but this information, yes, references to another standard, and maybe some additional information. This information about heat treat or maybe any other. Maybe here this one. This by this standard properties depends of nominal area, and there is values of mechanical properties for different branches for different conditions. So this is for welded wire, this is plain wire, and so on. Deformated wire. This is main physical characteristics, maybe, which is included. This is by any other stuff, so on. And we have interesting information for welding specialists. This is weldability. So this is a group by ISO standard or by ASME. And these groups help to welding specialists to select for welding of these materials. So maybe some additional information here, some other tabs here, other designation of these grades. You see there are a lot of different designations, and the same grade may have different designations by these different systems, by STM, by federal standard or military standard, or by SAE, and so on. So you can find a grade here in this left list box using any of its designations, and all other designations will be presented on this page. So the next tab, this is a list of equivalents of the grade. This is a list of equivalents by countries. For example, if you need equivalent in China, you have to find China, highlight it, extract the Chinese price, and we have several Chinese. No, I see that the same designations, but reference with two different standards, maybe some differences in compositions. This is another designation. Anyone. For example, this first. To compare two grades, you have to highlight a grade you need here and click this button. This is a button for comparison. And here we see 316L here, and this is information on Chinese grades. And we can compare composition. We can compare composition in graphic mode also. Green is American grade and red is Chinese grade. And this is comparison by different elements. I see that comparison is good. Maybe here this range for American grades is more in comparison of Chinese. But I think that it's a good equivalent by composition, and you can find information by properties. You can know information what is the standard. This is standard for tubes, for boilers and heat exchangers. If your application is another, so we have to try or compare other China standard, other same designations, and so on. But we have now for this one information properties only this old standard. I think this is this is welding tubes. So you compare and select the best for your application. And we can grades, but I think that it's the same grades, but are not the same. 14 and 12, another nickel content, because this may be the different designation of this grade, but not this one. This one, we I think it's also similar. Here, what by this standard, it's still plain strips. In case, such case, some cases, this list box doesn't give you equivalence. See this index, which this tree use the search by comparison of actions and properties. If you have questions, I use these types of search. But can give results, for example, find if equivalent exists. You can understand using the search. You can understand which element inhibit to find the equivalent and what is content, maybe, and so on. I will see questions. Yes, T423. So this one, 7. Mhm. And here properties by this standard. And comparison. Is it correct? Is the same? Mhm. When we this list is created on base of different kinds of information on the steel. For example, if we compare this Chinese grade of this Chinese grade, we see that the difference is in content of nickel. But here, content of nickel, which is 12, from 12 to 15, from 12, and for American grade from 10 to 15. So that's close to upper bound of American grade. And for this grade, the content is from 10 to 14. So this content is close to low bound of American grade. But I think that the both grades are similar and composition of you can, if there are no any additional content of nickel and so this grade, because the both grades um, uh, have the same composition as AISI 316L. And this list can contain maybe some different grades. But for example, if we see the grades such as 3 to 1 and grade with stainless grade which contains titanium replaced by columbium. And so the grade with titanium and the grade with columbium should be equivalent in this case. And some grades, some very popular grades are used for different applications. For example, in Russia, we have such grades such as steel 3. And this grade is used for manufacture of sheets, for manufacture of rods, and so on, and used for manufacture of rebars. But rebars of these grades may have different designations. So if we show the list of all equivalent of these grades, we will see maybe see different grade, maybe with different composition, but with the same application and which equivalence for this grade for application you need. So in this case, so this list showed you maximum possible grades which can be used. But then you have to select the grade which is the most requireable for you by its application. But application you can see by reference to this standard. Okay, I will continue. Here, the button, when we click it, we will go to the search by comparison of compositions and properties. And this search can be executed in two modes. The most easiest is automatical mode. It uses our special smart algorithm for search. And this algorithm we developed for GetGrade software. This is software which works with spectrometers. And it is very easy. All elements of steel composition are included in this search. You can add properties to this search, select country, China, and select standard if you need And then software will show you possible variants. So the grades with now with the most close composition. Most close composition. Or for example, it's the same as 316, but what is application? This is covered electrodes for welding. For welding. So we can add value of properties. It is very easy to add. Include, for example. Repeat the search. And now by these properties we have only one grade. Here with the same properties as for search. In case this automatical search doesn't give you any result, it is possible to go to the expert mode. This type of search is more complicated, but it is possible to get very interesting results using this type of search. To go to expert mode, we have to click this button. And here this is composition properties and some sort parameters. It is very interesting also. So this search can be executed by composition, by properties, and here search string. These parameters enables to take into account application of the grade. So I will show it you on this sample. So the main idea of this search that we select the elements yourself and select the most elements for this grade. Maybe some elements is not famous and we can not use it for search. For these grades, we should select chromium, search by range. It will be searched by this range from 16 to 18, and then click input to include these elements in the search. Then I add molybdenum, and then I add nickel. No, maybe carbon also. All other elements we can add or not add, but we advise do not add a lot of elements at once. It is better to see the result of search. If there will be many equivalents, we can return, maybe add new element, and step by step we'll find a grade we need. Now we see this is it's really a lot of grades, but we see the grades, for example, with copper. It is not interesting for us. And so to exclude these grades, we have to add copper in the list. Maybe this is the grades with nitrogen. Yes. So to exclude these grades, we have to add copper. We don't see copper here. So the copper is in this branch other elements. This one. And it is better for such cases to search not by range, but marked this element as admixture. It means that these elements can be present in equivalent, but its contents will be very small. Or these elements will be lack in the equivalent. So we marked copper as admixture and the same for nitrogen. And repeat the search. Now we have not so these grades with nitrogen and copper are excluded. Here this titanium, columbium, so we can add these elements. 101. So what to do further? We see a lot of grades. This, for example, this content, not the same content of these elements. Oh, this one, for example. This is content of carbon is 0.08, but it's similar for other elements. So we have two additional coefficients here. And these coefficients here, additional parameters, minimum range coincidence and maximum range discrepancy. And these coefficients enables to do the search condition more hard. I will show you. We have here a picture, not very good. This one, because this is my second webinar today, and it was 6 hours ago. It was the same webinar for Europe, Asia, and so on. So this is content of sorry, this drawing not good, but I think that you will understand. This is content of an element in source grade. This is content of these elements in the equivalent. So the search, the main idea of search, that this contents are the same if there is some intersections of these branches. But we can have different cases. For example, we can have such cases when this intersection is not very good. If you don't have a lot of grade, maybe it is possible. But if you have 100 grades and wish to find the most closest composition, it is better to exclude grades with such a small intersection or little intersection. And to do this be efficient, this is marked with number 1. This is a minimum possible range coincidence. Possible here, this one and this one. This is for such cases. You know, cell and 1,6. The same grade, but is in content of carbon only. And we have we should have a tool which can differ 3,16 from 3,16L, because in the for grade without L, the content of carbon is 0.08. For the grade with L low content, the content of carbon is 0.03. So if we draw this, it will be such variants, and we should have some tool which can differ one grade for another grade. This tool is this second coefficient. So in for this example, it will be this one. One moment. This is pen. This one. 10. This is second coefficient. This is maximum possible range discrepancy. And in the software here, minimum by default, minimum range coincidence. So this is 50%. What does mean? This is a half of the range of source grade. No, I explain you. It is better here, not for carbon, but for chromium, for example. The range of chromium is from 16 to 18. So the this range is 2%. 18 minus 16. The half of this range is 1%. So if this minimum range considers is equal to 50, it will be possible that content of chromium in the equivalent will be from 15, 16 minus 1, to 19, 18 plus 1%. I think you understand. And this is by default, but you can change this coefficient. For example, if you input 80, it will be a more hard condition. And 80%, it will be from 2, 1.6, and so on. If you input 30, it will be more soft condition. In case, for example, you input 50, but don't find equivalence, you can return, change this coefficient, and try to find this one. And the second one, the maximum range discrepancy, by default is 100%. So it is possible that the range will be from 14 to 20 for chromium. And besides these two coefficients, we have two other. This is deviation for no less case and for no more case. Try to explain. The content of carbon less than 0.03. But in mathematics, it means from 0 to 0.03. But for steel grades, no, if we compare 316 and 316L, the different grades is different composition, so content of carbon. But in one case, 0.03, in the second case, 0.08. For the grade without L, the content of carbon is more close to the upper bound, So we, for such cases, deviation for no more case, by default, the maximum value is this one, 0.03, and minimum value is not zero. Is not zero if you use this coefficient, but 30% of this one. So in the search, it will be from 0.009 to 0.03. The same for such elements such as manganese, silicon, and so on. For silicon, it will be, if we select to the search, it will be from, by default, from 0.3 to 1%. For manganese, it will be from 0.6 to 2%. And you can change this coefficient also. This one, deviation for no less case. In some compositions, for example, for some heat resistance alloys, we can find in composition nickel more than, for example, 68%. No, it is understandable that this is base element, and more than 68%, that the maximum value will be 100%. It is easy to clear. But in some cases, for example, aluminum is added for grain to make the sizes of grain to reduce sizes of grain. So if you see composition, it will be maybe so aluminum more than 0.02. Only this is only small content, but does it mean that from 0.02 to 100%? No, this is only some additional elements. So in such cases, we use these coefficients deviated for no less case. By default, 150%. So if aluminum content is more than 0.02, it will be the minimum content. At maximum will be 0.03. So we should multiply this minimum content to 1.5 or 150% to get the value of maximum value of these elements. I think that is you understand that, and the same algorithm is used for search by composition, because if we see not here, but if we see information about properties of any grade, and in most cases you will see that yield strength more than, for example, 250. But what will be the maximum value? By default, it will be 250 multiplies to 1.5. You can change these coefficients also. So when we add these maybe additional parameters, input this information here, maybe for all elements, and we reduce the number of found grains. I will do this for all elements, and step by step we will find, not maybe because we see that there are the grades with very close compositions, but all these compositions will be the most closed. And then you select a grid you need using by application. So this is a very popular grid, so we have a lot of variants here. So, так, I don't see other questions. Well, maybe it is enough for this one. Maybe some example of John. No, the first one is Japanese, I think. And no, maybe I show CUH309. Let's try to find. I think that don't find with space, but here. But are you sure that CUH, John? John, do you hear me? Oh, we can try, for example, this search. Maybe question sign 309. Possible variants. So we have only the grade SUS 309. Only this one. Okay, I'll contact my colleagues and we will try to find this grade. And if you find it, I'll give you information about it. So let us see the next. So this is, I think that's any old French grade, Z12, step by step, I'm sorry. Here, It is very interesting, very interesting samples. Maybe this one. Oh, sorry. Z3, maybe without try without Z. CND 1712. I'm sorry. I'm sorry because this is not the grades of the whole world, all countries. This is only US grades, and the software will not find it. Let's try once more because this is French grade Z2, then Z3. I'm sorry, SND 1712. The 3 SND, this one. Oh, we will find it. So this is really the French grade by old French standard, AFNOR and PHI. And we have two such grades with references to different standards. This is the both for plates, but this is plates for boilers and pressure vessels. And the third one is without the name. No, we can select anyone to show you. This is composition of this grade, information about standard. It's the same as here. But I think that if this standard is old, we did not input information properties because this standard is not used now. And we, because until 1910, it still doesn't contain information on properties. There was only information on composition and equivalence. And in 1910, we issued version 7 with information on properties. And of course, we add information on properties of up-to-date standards. So for such old grades, you can find these grades in the database, but information on properties is not available. But if you need, you can contact us for this information. Here, these are the designations of the grades and list of equivalents. We can, for example, if we select European norms, this one, we see the modern designation of this grade. And so if we compare composition, maybe it's not the same, but very close composition, because there's some differences in chromium, maybe in nickel, but composition is. And so you can find equivalents in any countries. In the USA, it will be here this universal numbering system, and this is 316 LN by AISI standard, and this is by other different numbering systems. Yes, see other questions, other great. Maybe this one we will find, I see. Now, SUH, I'm sorry, SUH 309. Here we have two. such grades with additional symbols. But what is the grade? So now this is Japanese grade. This is Japanese grades, and the same. This is all designations. No, I think that you understand this is a ISI 309 because this designations of Japanese stainless grades is similar with similar figures as the designations by AISI, maybe with some prefixes at the beginning and at the end. So I see that we have some additional participant. Maybe you give me any your examples or your samples or your grade. I see Yasin Andras, I see Todd, and I see one guest which don't input. His name doesn't input. No, maybe one sample, one extra sample, and I show you other features. Maybe will be more interesting because we promised to give you possibility to test the software for free after this webinar, and so I want to show you all the software features. No, maybe this A2. This is, I think, this is tool grade. This is tool grade. A2. Here we have the grades with such designations in different countries, and this is standard for railways, UIC. By British standard, here is two Russian standards, to GOST, use this the name, and I think that we need this one. This high content of carbon. This grade is included in ISTM A681 and the information about properties by this standard. I think this is maybe other designations. This one, A2 by AC. And this is list of equivalents. For example, here in Europe, only one grade. Only one grade we can compare. I think that it's good. So, for example, China, Chinese grade. I think it's not similar, but the same, because the composition, no, manganese and silicon content is slightly different. No, I think that you understand the main idea. I wish to show you some additional features. This window with information on steel grades, you can select different fonts for different kinds of information. For example, we have the proportional font for composition, and in this case, the composition is present in table form. For these designations of main sections, we have the bold font and with more larger font and bold font. Maybe for this one we have italic font. This is for additional information, and so on. You can set up it, and to set up you have to click the right mouse button, then select change style, and select, I have in Russian in here, this is, you select type, this is standard Windows window, this is you select type of font, this is you select ordinary font or bold font or maybe italic, and this is the size of font. And it is possible to select for different kinds of information, and it will be separate fonts for properties, for maybe for standard, for compositions, and so on. So in some cases, it is possible to enable some information. Or maybe I show you not on this sample, but select any grade which is included in a lot of standards, different standards. Or maybe I will return to this Chinese grade. This is included in 6 standard, and here this properties by this different standard. But you need information on properties only by this standard or this standard. In this case, it is possible to enable all information, for example, disable all information, disable all properties, and then select the standard you are interested in, maybe this one, and click the enable. And when you print this information, or here the button for printing, or save this information in a file, it is possible the files of 4 types: txt, the file for Excel, HTML, and XML files. And all information on this enables standard will be saved or printed. And maybe interesting this button. For example, if you need to compare 2 different grades, not a source grade and equivalent, you can compare 2 different grades. Well, for example, this one, and this information, when you click this button, information is appeared in separate window. This is Armenian grade, and we, for example, wish to compare it with this grade, with the German grade. And here we have, sorry, 2 windows. We can place this and compare this. No, I think this is only sample because different grades with different composition. But you can use such possibility. This button allows you to write information on a grade in a notepad. I will show you how to take it. The notepad is used for only for this information is not saved in the hard disk of your PC, and only during your current operation with the software you can use this notepad. You can write any different grades, and here this notepad and all the grades which were written in this notepad, and then you can print all of them or save all of them and so on. And maybe such interesting tab, this one. This is Node tab, and this is a field where you can input your own information about software, or about grade, I'm sorry, about grade. So you have to click this button to edit, then input any information, the grade, and the information which you input in this field will be saved in the hard disk of your PC. So any information on a grade you need. So maybe a few words about these other buttons. So when we use this button shows us a list of steel grades, and we will find a grade you need by its designations using locator. Here is locator string, or using part of its name. Here's the string for parts of name. But it is possible to find a grade by standard also. For example, this is the second button. This button shows us a list of standards, and we can input ASTM. For example, this one. This is the name of the standard and grades which are included in the standard. So in such cases, it is more interesting to use this type of search. You select the standards, and the software will show you all grades which are included in this standard. And then the same, you move this border and get information about this grade, about its equivalence. Oh, the grade doesn't have exact equivalence. So in this case, we will try to use this as search by properties and compositions to maybe to find similar grade if this grade exists. This is the search by composition and properties. It's very similar as here, but here we have a grade, have its composition, and have its properties, and try to find its equivalent. Here in this mode, you don't have any composition, you don't have properties, and you should input this information manually. For example, you have any composition and want to know what is the grade. You input this composition manually, content of carbon, include search by range, input this range of carbon, use these additional parameters if you need, and so on. And the same for the search by properties. For example, you need a grade with high content of very high yield strength. So you can input this, select the properties, input this value, and try to find a grade with these values of properties. For example, we will try to find a grade with yield strength from 1,000. This is not 10,000. This is in megapascals to 2,000. And maybe this we are looking for the most cheapest grade with such properties. Most cheapest, it means that it is not alloy grade, it is not stainless grade, and to find the most cheapest grade, we have to select nickel and chromium and mark them as admixtures. It will be a lot of grades. The search will be interrupted when the number of found grades will be more than 500. And all found grades are presented here, not here, here. All these grades, if we select any one of these, maybe Chinese grades, by these grades include some other elements. We can add manganese for search and so on, but this doesn't matter because here it's only a sample. I told you here, yield strength more than 9 and 30. But what is maximum? By default, maximum is this value multiplied to 1.5. It will be near 1,004 and some figures. You understand? So in this result of search, the branches of tree of mechanical properties, which are good for these input values, are marked with these green signs. So this condition may be fulfilled for one, branch, but not fulfilled for another branch. Here this 735, but maximum value is 735 multiplied to 1.5. If we wish to make the search condition more hard, we can use these coefficients, for example, 50 and 100 input, and this grade will be excluded. And some interesting thing I did not say you about it earlier. It is possible to take into account designation of the grade. So we have search by chemical composition, we have a search by properties, and besides this we have the search here, search string. This is a search, we call this a search by application maybe. What is the main idea? For example, you are looking for a grade for rebars, for example, and and you need the grades only which are used to manufacture of rebars, and it is possible to here to select by fragment and here to input rebar. And during the search, the search is it is possible to search this grade maybe two different source of information. We have information in our database. This is information mainly the names of standards. And we have information, your own information on the grades, which is input in node field I showed you. So it is possible to find separate in data on grades in database or in nodes fields only, or both in names of standards and by the nodes fields. So if I input this word rebar here, the search will be only among standards which designations includes this word rebar. I don't know, will we find it or not, but I think that you, or maybe reinforcing bar, rebar maybe it is. Oh. So this is Ukrainian grade, and here reinforcing steel bar, the number of standards. So this is searched by this word. And maybe some interesting here. This is if we select the search by fragment, it will be the search by one word only. But in some cases, no, you know that tubes, two words are used, tubes and pipes, and there is no the strong boundary between these two words. So when we are looking for the grades which are used for manufacture of tubes, we can use this search not by fragment, but with regular expressions. What is it? We can input tube and then logical function or. Use this symbol, vertical line, tube, it means tube or pipe. And during the search, the software will find this both two words, tube or pipe. And it is possible in some cases, if you need, for example, if you are looking for grade which is used for manufacture of stainless tube, the both words are obligatory. And we can use the logical function and, stainless and tube. but it is not so easier because there is no only one such symbol, but it is possible to make this expression using these some characters. If you are interested, I will send you by email how to realize this function, logical function AND. So this is very important to take the search string or search by application to take into account application of a grade. And you can use it also. So then this is different settings. You can select scale of font. For example, you can select default font for all windows of the software, or you can prohibit to change the style. Maybe if the software is used not only by you, but by any other users, and you can set up it and prohibit to change style for other users. Here it is possible to put the software into startup. So the software will, you saw that the search is very quickly. This is a search by all database, which contains of 275,000 grades. But the search is quickly as the all database is in a memory of my PC. But search is quickly, but run of the PC, run of the software is not quickly. It takes near maybe 2-3 minutes to reload this database from hard disk to a memory. And so if you don't want to wait, it is possible to use this checkbox, and the software will run during reload or load of your PC. And here it is possible, if you select this checkbox, it is possible to minimize the software in tray of your PC. It's here when you don't use it. It will not presented here, but presented in this tray. Well, maybe this is flash of settings. If you resize any windows and want to return to, it is possible to use this one. So maybe this one. This one, it is interesting. It is some additional information. We plan to add this part of the software, and now it contains a converter of physical quantities, and it enables you to translate from metric to British imperial system. For example, 1 meter. 1 meter is 32.81 feet, and so on. This is for different kinds. This is for area, for volume, for mass, for force, for power, and so on. You can use it. So maybe it is enough. If you have any questions, I am ready to answer. Okay. Free trial is good. Yes, and Andres, I don't understand what you mean. Are N, K, and R values available? It is for properties, or maybe you're right, but I see this grade of Todd SPFH. For 590. I'm sorry, 590. This one. Yes, this is Japanese grace, very simple. It means that composition uh, may be any by agreement. So it is very simple, great, and it is very. Um, we have, yes, we have only values of properties are defined by standard, but the composition may be any. I think that is maybe near ASTM A. No, no, but by properties, it will be near A, ASTM A 36. No, we can compare. We can compare. Mhm. From Tensile test. I can answer that we add information on properties in the database from standards. So if information is included in standard, yes, I understand. This information is input and present in database. If this information is not included, is not present. So for some grades, we have information about, for example, elongation um, for different directions for samples which are get for different rolling directions. As this information is included in the software database. I will continue with presentations and then want to give you information of possibles um, in which forms the software is supplied, then information about free trial, and at the end it will be our special offers. It will be 2 offers which I promised. So this is possible variants of the software by database content and by term of license. So WinSteel exists in 3 forms. I showed you this one, WinSteel 8 Pro Professional version. Except WinSteel 8 Pro, we have WinSteel 8 Base and WinSteel 8 VIP. What is the difference? Base, this version contains information only on compositions and foreign equivalents. Information on properties is not included in base version. Only compositions and equivalence and search by composition and is not searched by properties. For VIP version, it's the Pro version, but with some additional search, not search by service features, such as, for example, we send data updates by expressed by courier mail on memory sticks, and education is included here, and maybe personal account manager and so on. Vinalloy, this is the same software for non-ferrous. It includes only in one form, and it includes information only on compositions of alloys and foreign equivalents. So you can select any what you need. By term of license, CD version and subscription. What is the difference? CD version includes CD-ROM with the software, printed manual, and USB security device. This security device is connected to PC, and the software will work on the PC to which the security device is connected. And it is very easy to move the software from one PC to another PC by any reason in this case. So the license period for a CD version is unlimited. But this CD version includes our support during first year only. So when this first year is completed, you have to select to prolong your support, but the price is near 20-25% of the initial price, or work with this old database without problem, because the term of license, the license is unlimited. Subscription, this is subscription only for 1 year. It is possible for 2 years. But what is the main idea of subscription? You have to pay every year. This is the first not good idea. The second not good idea, that it is not possible to move the software from one PC to other PC in this case. And for we know that it is possible such cases when you have to change your PC by any reason, you lost it, or maybe the PC is broken, and so on. And for such cases, we give for subscription 2 activations, and you can use the both activations on 2 different PCs as you want, or keep the second activation for possible changes of your PC during subscription period. But the good idea of the subscription is that you can start in maybe in 15 or 20 minutes after your payment, because you download the software from our website, then install it, run activation utility. I will show you how. And we create the name code, and you start to operate with software. And you do not wait for a courier with CD and the security device. Here are our prices, our base prices in euros and US dollars, this CD version and subscriptions. And in addition, I can add that if, for example, this one, the cost of WinSteel 8 Pro 790, the cost of annual support beginning from the second year, by your wish, it is near, I remember in euros, near, I think 190, less than $200 only per year. And this our support, I will show you what it includes. Here, support includes I said that we constantly update our database, and every quarter we issue new releases or new data updates. And these data updates are available for all our current users. We send email with this information, and our users download these quarter data updates from our website and install on their PCs up to in the same directories. And all this own information is saved in this case. Then our support includes technical support. So this is support that software should work on your PC in towards, and information support. It is interesting because in case if you don't find any grade in our database, you can ask us, and we will, if this grade is included, we will show you how to find this grade. If this grade is not included, we will try to find information on this grade. If it is possible, we will find it, give you this information, and input this grade in our database, and it will be available in the next data update. So support during first year is included, and beginning from second year, you have to pay for this support if you want, of course. Here, about free trial. Значит, 3 conditions. The first one, participate in the webinar or watch it recording. The second one, complete the small online form. Maybe today, later, maybe tomorrow morning, I will send you email message with links to watch recording, and this message will contain a link to this online form. It's very small, only to inform us about your company. And the third condition start before the end of May. It's not a very hard condition. If you can't, maybe you have a lot of work, or maybe you will be in business trip, or you will be on vacations. Just inform us about it, about this. I can't test before the end of March. I want wish to test from June 10th, for example. Okay, it will be okay. And I ask you to find or select a week when you will have possibility to test the software, to test its database, not only run it twice and see, but only to test, because we had some cases when we gave this possibility to test the software during a week. After a week, we call this guy, and this guy answered that I can't see the software as my chief give me a lot of work and give me 1 extra week. So we don't, it is not interesting for us. So I ask you to find a week for testing when you will have a time for testing. So how to start? How to start? At first, you inform me about a date you wish to start. Then in reply, we send you instructions how to download, install, and activate the software. It will be a link of a page of our website, and this page contains both links and instructions. Then you download the software from our website and install on your PC, and then run the small utility. This is activation utility, and this utility defines unique code of your PC. On base of this code, we will create a name and code which you input before first run of the software. And then you run the software without any restrictions and work with the software during a week. You can test both WinSteel or WinAlloy as you want, the both products. I think that it is understand. This free trial is the same as subscription, but this is subscription for 1 week. And as I promised, our special offers, this first offer is for all participants of this webinars and to all who will see the recording of the webinar, for all. It valid during 1 month till May 12th. And the idea of this special offer, if you purchase or subscribe for WinSteel 8 Prof, we will give you possibility to purchase WinAlloy or WinPlant Black. WinAlloy, this is the same software with information on non-ferrous metals. WinPlant Black, this is if you are interested in Russian market. This is information about CIS and Ukrainian producers, and you have possibility to buy this software with 20% discount. So I repeat, this is offer number 1, valid till during 1 month, and this is offer for all who will participate in this webinar and who will watch its recording. The second offer is for live participated only. This is offer for you, and this offer is valid only 1 week only, 1 week, not 1 month, till April 9th. And the idea of this offer, we will give you the second software WinAlloy 8 or WinPlant Black for free. So if you will get two our products for steel and non-ferrous at the price of one product of WinSteel 8 Prof. But you have to make a decision during 1 week only. In this case, I think that you understand. And so this is last slide with my contacts. You can contact me by email or by Skype. I am ready to answer to all your questions regarding software, its database, and so on. And I think that is all. If anybody wants to see WinAlloy software, please write. I will show you. This is software with information on non-ferrous metals. If you have any other questions, write it in chat. I think that I answer to all questions. So we will finish recording now.